Day 4. Poop. I'm exhausted. Boom shakalaka. I'm already running out of ideas. Clearly. So I'm gonna do Naramon's Alex Day's YouTube survey from 2012. So here we go. Why are you called that? My full name is Grace Ann Polverari. My mom said that my first name is Grace because I have 4 older brothers, and it was by the grace of God that she had a daughter after having 4 boys. My middle name is Ann because my father thought his grandmother's middle name was Ann, so they named my middle name Ann after her, and my mom's middle name is also Ann. But then they later found out that my grandma's middle name is actually Alicia. So he wanted to switch my middle name to Alicia, but my mom wouldn't. So here I am, Grace Ann. My last name is Polverari because my father is Italian. And so Grace Ann Polverari. In other words, Gap. Tell us about your favorite school teacher. My favorite teacher so far in my entire life would probably have to be my chem lab TA from last year. His name was Andrew. I don't know how to pronounce his last name. Jasnewski or something weird like that. I liked him because he treated us like adults. I mean, he's only a grad student, so it wasn't like he was way older than us, thought he was super whatever. He actually wanted us to learn everything in the class, and it was a really hard class. It was only 1 credit and it was just a lab, but he was probably the best teacher I've ever had because he explained things and made us understand everything. I had to understand everything. I learned everything I needed to know in chem, and I actually can tell you everything that you need to know about chem too, in my school at least. But yeah, he was probably the best teacher I've ever had. Although I've had a lot of good teachers in high school, elementary school, over the years in general, but he's my favorite teacher. Plus, his ponytail. You can't beat the ponytail. What's the strangest food you've ever eaten? I think a lot of strange foods are meat. And so, since I'm a vegetarian, I will never have the chance to eat them, most likely. I've had vegetarian sushi and it was delicious. I've never had sushi that's actually raw fish. But one time when I was little, my dad did feed me octopus. I remember it distinctly because I put it in my mouth and then it was just, no more. I wasn't having it. I just took it away. There's no way I was gonna eat that. So I tasted it, but it was disgusting. Tell us about your first gig. My first gig. So I guess that's the first concert I went to in American lingo. My first real gig that was like a big concert was Rock the Garden 2010. And that was MGMT, Sharon Jones and the Dap Kings, OK Go, and Retribution Gospel Choir. I don't know. My friend and I were obsessed with MGMT, so we got to see Andrew Van Weingarten do his little thing, and it was amazing. And OK Go was really good as well. I hadn't listened to as much of them, but I listen to them way more than I listen to MGMT now, and I think they're extremely creative in their music videos. So, the gig was outside. The concert was outside at the Walker Art Center by all the sculptures in the sculpture garden, and it was super cool because it just felt a little bit like Woodstock. Plus, it was my first concert, and I was 16, so I thought I was pretty awesome for being there. We all think we're awesome when we're 16, for some reason. Maybe not, maybe it's just me. Whatever. I'm a lot more humble than I used to be. But that was my first concert. What is your favorite place in the world? My favorite place in the world thus far would have to be WAPO. Camp Wapagosset Lutheran Bible Camp, where I spent a week, at least a week each summer from 7th until 12th grade. I haven't done a lot of traveling, so I couldn't tell you my actual favorite place. I haven't been able to experience a lot of things, but WAPO was an extremely influential place to me, and it was some of the most fun I've ever had in my life. Some of my favorite memories are with my friends from camp, and we're all still friends from my high school youth group at church. So it's really awesome to be able to have those memories at camp. Who do you want to answer the survey next? My subscribers, which is 2 people.
Ooh.